not following the law. You're not observing what the law requires.
Your Honor, budget principles require that it's needs-based. If we will follow it based on the projected fund ceiling or availability, it might not match certain needs.
I agree. It's based on needs. But the problem there is...
Bilang na ang araw ni Speaker Martin Romualdez matapos na ipag-utos ng Korte Suprema na ibalik na sa PhilHealth ang kinuha nitong 60 billion pesos at inilagay sa unprogrammed appropriations para ito'y magamit ng mga buhaya sa kanilang pansariling interes. Hinimok nga ni Supreme Court Associate Justice Antonio Co ang PhilHealth na opisyal nang hilingin sa Pangulo na ibalik ang 60 billion pesos na pondong nailipat sa National Treasury. Isang hakbang na maaaring magpahintulot sa ahensya na palawakin ang benepisyo nito at tugunan ang lumalalang pangangailangan sa serbisyong pangkalusugan ng mga Pilipino. Nasa na nga ba ang 60 billion pesos? Sa oral argument sa Korte Suprema, lumitaw na ang PhilHealth ay nagpadala ng 60 billion pesos pondo sa National Treasury habang ang nalalabing 29.9 billion pesos ay pansamantalang hininto ang paglilipat matapos maglabas ng Temporary Restraining Order o TRO ang Korte Suprema. Binatikos rin ni Justice Co ang tila kakulangan ng aksyon ng PhilHealth sa paggamit ng kanilang sariling pondo upang mapalawak ang kanilang mga benepisyo. Iit niya, kung may kakulangan sa paggamit ng pondo, dapat itong ibalik sa PhilHealth upang mapakinabangan ng mga Pilipino. Huwag nating pahirapan ang tao dahil nandyan naman ang pera. Nakolekta na ng gobyerno ang perang ito. Ngunit, hindi nyo ibinibigay sa PhilHealth para mapakinabangan ng ating mga kababayan.
Your Honor, to the question on how the PhilHealth computes its request for a budget, it does not refer to the computation on the syntax allocation. Instead, it counts the number of members based on a database. There is a database on indirect members, and then it generates a list. It enumerates the number. The exact number escapes me now, but this is the process. And then that number is submitted, multiplied by a factor, which is the premium rate, and then it is submitted to the Department of Budget Management.
When you come up with your budget request for the subsidy, you don't actually consider the taxes being collected that Congress passed for purposes of subsidy for indirect contributors.
That is correct, Your Honor. The budget is computed based on the need.
So they're not following the law? You're not observing what the law requires?
Your Honor, budget principles require that it's needs-based. If we will follow it based on the projected fund ceiling or availability, it might not match certain needs.
Yes, I agree. It's based on needs. But the problem there is PhilHealth limits the funding so that you don't address the needs, the health needs of the Filipino people. If you increase budget 200%, and I don't think the Filipino would not avail of that. You define your own limits. The Congress allocates budget or collects taxes, provides for collection of taxes to answer for the subsidy of PhilHealth for indirect contributors. Now, when you request money for subsidy, ang ibig mong sabihin, hindi mo papakailam yun? Hindi mo naiintindihin yun? Gagawa ka ng sarili mong formula because you have limited understanding, there's a limited need of our people for health.
Your Honor, the current administration agrees with your observation, which is why this particular case under litigation has been the signal it has been using to increase the benefits. Ang tagal na po, 10 taon.
So therefore, if the current administration recognizes that, very thank you. And therefore, they should bring back the money back to PhilHealth.
Your Honor, the reason why the administration recognized it because for the longest time, the corporation has thought it will always get money because of the guarantee of the syntax.
Oh, precisely, whatever would be, whatever is that. As long as the government recognizes now, it is now incumbent on the part of the government to return the 60 billion that was transmitted already because it recognized now. Hindi lang na-recognize probably before, ngayon na-recognize na. So therefore, when you recognize it, you should return it. What do you think?
Your Honor, if it pleases the court, Section 58, the sovereign guarantee, even without this maneuver of the 89.9, government can and always will increase the benefits. But the signal, Your Honor, if it pleases the court, that this litigation gave is a strong signal for it to do so.
So I wish the court, the people, should now be satisfied by a strong signal from the administration.
Your Honor, it's not necessarily the administration. It is the fact that the reserves, the
You
amounts...
said the government.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So a strong signal from the government to help PhilHealth and expand benefit should now be enough for our people to rely on.
This is the start, Your Honor. If the case is allowed to proceed, if the transfer is allowed to proceed, it is a use it or lose it signal, which all national government agencies have, so that we will use our funds. GOCCs like PhilHealth do not have that signal, and they think, at least before the current CEO or the current administration, they think that just because there is an earmark, whether hard or soft, that they will get the money, and there is no stimulus for them to actually increase the benefits.
When you prepare this budget of yours for subsidy, why did you not consider the collection made by government, by BIR, on the sin taxes? What was the reason behind that?
Your Honor, mathematically, it's the premium rate. The way that the premium rate is determined, unfortunately, is not actuarially fair. It is not based on the spread of benefits that is due the Filipino people. Kulang po talaga yung binabayad ng PhilHealth. 10% lamang po in 2024. Kaya dapat po talaga taasan. And mathematically, the only way to do this is to increase the benefit packages, which we are doing now.
But the government collected taxes already, representing supposedly the subsidy. Why would government not transmit everything to PhilHealth as originally intended?
That is correct, Your Honor. Unfortunately, the receptacle to which this money can be transmitted cannot handle the amount of money because it's too small.
So if it is correct, and the reason why it was not transmitted because of administrative matters or hindrances, you agree that this should go to PhilHealth. It's a matter of spending it. So therefore, when government merely allocated this amount, probably substantially lower from the taxes that were collected, all of the balance should be given to PhilHealth this year and prior years. It's just a matter of administrative absorption. Hindi lang kaya gastusin ng PhilHealth. Kung hindi kaya gastusin ng PhilHealth, ibigay sa PhilHealth at utusan ng PhilHealth, oy, taasan ninyo ang benefits nyo. Hoy, mag-hire kayo ng mga tao ninyo para magastos ito para sa health ng ating tao.
Your Honor, if I may, 3 presidente na po ng Republika ang dumaan simula noong 2013 hanggang 2023. At siguro mahigit 10 mga presidente ng korporasyon. Ganun po lagi ang utos pero hindi po nangyayari until now.
Probably it's time to overhaul PhilHealth and change the board for not complying what the law requires. Hindi kasalanan ng tao yan. For not availing all of these benefits. Apparently from your own words, kasalanan yan ng administrasyon, this administration, last administration, or the previous administration. At kasalanan yan ng PhilHealth Board. Huwag natin pahirapan yung tao because nandyan naman yung pera. The money is there. Government will not giving it to PhilHealth to serve as health benefits for our people.
Well, unang-una po, nagagalak naman po ako sa mga tanong, lalong-lalo na ni Justice Amy Javier tungkol doon sa pondo ng PhilHealth. Ang tanong niya, unang-una, bakit ka magsusoli ng pera? Napakadami naman pala hindi pa nababayaran na pangungutang ng PhilHealth, lalong-lalo na sa mga ospital. Una po yun, importante. Bakit ka naman magbapalit ng pera gayong hindi mo pa nababayaran ang mga obligasyon ng PhilHealth? Di ba? Hindi naman tama yun. Pero pangalawa, yung mga pondo na pinaglipatan ng pera galing sa PhilHealth, walang kinalaman sa kalusugan dahil nakasaad nga sa ating batas na isinulong sa Kongreso na lahat talaga ng pondo ng PhilHealth dapat ilaan sa pagbaba ng contribution ng mga miyembro ng PhilHealth o di naman kaya karagdagang benepisyo ng PhilHealth. So bakit mo dadalhin sa mga infrastructure projects na ang obserbasyon pa ni Justice Javier ay nagkaroon na ng pondo, no? So bakit doble-doble pa ang mga pondo ng mga infrastructure projects, gayong ang pondo na karagdagan ay kinukuha pa sa pondo na nakalaan sa PhilHealth. At pangatlong issue pa na lumabas dyan, yung mga sin taxes at saka kita ng PAGCOR at saka PCSO dun sa batas kasi ng Universal Healthcare, talagang nakaspecify dyan na kalahati, at least kalahati, dapat ay pondo para sa Universal Healthcare na siyang linabag ng ehekutibo ng linipat nila ang pondo ng PhilHealth sa mga proyekto na infrastruktura at yun nga hindi kapanipaniwala kay Justice Javier, meron ng pondo. Bakit pa kukunin yung pondo na nakalaan dapat sa kalusugan? Pero hindi pa po yan desisyon ng korte, ha? Ako po, madami na rin ako talagang kaso na na-argue sa Supreme Court, lalong-lalo na kapag yung nandun pa si Justice Antonio Carpio. Kapag magtatanong si Antonio Carpio, parang palagi ko siyang kakampi, no? At marami akong mga kaso na ang buong akala ko mananalo na dahil sa pagtatanong ni Antonio Carpio, pero paglabas ng desisyon, syempre, nag-iisa lang yung mga nagtatanong na justice, no? Na sa tingin mo ay pumapanig doon sa petitioners, no? So hindi pa po yan desisyon ng Korte Suprema, bagamat merong posibilidad po talaga na mapapawalang bisa yung paglipat ng pondo galing sa PhilHealth sa ibang ahensya ng gobyerno kasi nag-issue ng temporary restraining order ang ating Korte Suprema. Ang ibig sabihin ng temporary restraining order na meron talagang karapatan na nalalabag at patuloy ang paglabag ng karapatang iyan kapag hindi mag-issue ng TRO. So nagkaroon na ng determinasyon ang ating Korte Suprema na merong karapatan na nalalabag at ito nga ang karapatan ng kalusugan, karapatan ng mga mamamayan ayon sa batas na ating sinulong na Universal Healthcare na dapat lahat ng pondo ng PhilHealth ay mapunta sa kalusugan ng ating mga kababayan.